there's a Nigerian guy that he got arrested for getting his wife pregnant, his mother-in-law pregnant, and sister-in-law pregnant. When I saw that news, the first thing I said was, one, it is not an arrestable offense. As long as everybody, listen, as long as everybody involved is an adult. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in this video, I want to cover two stories. The update about Hakimi Achraf, the Moroccan footballer. They said the wife wanted 50% of his money or his property, whatever the story went. And then there's this other story. Okay, I don't know. Let me just and this other story of a Nigerian man, they said, got arrested in the UK for getting his wife pregnant, his mother-in-law pregnant. So his mother-in-law pregnant. So that is the wife of his mother, the mother of his wife, and then his sister-in-law pregnant. That is the sister of his wife. So a lot of you know the story of Hakimi. They said the story went viral, that the wife wanted 50% of his property, whatever, of his money, and then she didn't realize, she divorced him, and she didn't realize that the guy put everything in his mother's name. I remember coming here and saying that, I went to a lot of reliable sources. I went to a lot of reliable platforms, news outlets, even the sports news, like, Sky Sports, and, because sports, the guy is a sports guy. And I went to UK Daily Mirror. I went to a lot of them. I couldn't find it. Even our local Nigerian news outlets, like the Punch News and and they didn't cover this story. I said, okay, this story doesn't make sense. And I said, no, there's no reliable source for this news. And secondly, nobody produced the so-called court document that showed that was a request. The guy has never come out to say that this happened. No reliable source of this information. And some of those things do not make sense. A married man cannot just put things in his mother's name. It doesn't work that way. It shows, unfortunately, a lot of people are clueless as to what marriage is actually about and what can be legally, what is legally possible, in divorce situations. Let me say it. There are marriages that have ended, and one party, the man or the woman, typically is the woman, ends up with whatever, and the man becomes homeless, whatever. We've heard stories like that. I'm not coming here to say that's a good thing. Of course, it's not a good thing. But what I'm saying is this. There is a way marriage, divorce, and all these things, separations, there's a way it works legally. Some of those stories did not make sense. And unfortunately, some people use that story to sell some agendas they have in mind. Long story short, it has been confirmed that was fake news. Fact checks have been done that shows that was a fake news.
And it says, investigations reveal the post originally emanated from a parody account before going viral across many countries.
Guess what? They didn't blow up the news when it came out that it was fake news. Everywhere went dead, silent. They left it. Since this news came out to confirm that it's fake news. No, people that carry the fake news are not in a rush to carry it as well and let people know that it was fake news or that is not correct. You see? So even for us as content creators, let's be careful. Like me, there are some stories that come out. I check here to be, oh, Punch News said, Vanguard said, this is we're going by what reputable sources say, or the person that is being spoken about, maybe they posted it on their own platforms. We can now say, so and so person posted on his platform, look at what he said, look at what she said. You understand? As a content creators, okay, sorry, as content creators, let me say this. There are even sometimes that something is a rumor. If I come here and share it, I'm going to say there's a rumor going around. You see that then I'm not making it as if it's true. And you see that I'll keep saying in my video, if that rumor is true, if it is true, I always make sure that I clarify that because there's so much fake news out there that as a content creator, if you're not careful, you'll be caught up in it, that you come and share fake news without even knowing that you're sharing fake news. So that's that. The other story that is going around is that there's a Nigerian guy that he got arrested for getting his wife pregnant, his mother-in-law pregnant, and sister-in-law pregnant. When I saw that news, the first thing I said was, one, it is not an arrestable offense. As long as everybody, listen, as long as everybody involved is an adult. Is it right for a man to get his mother-in-law pregnant, his sister-in-law pregnant? Of course not. Of course he can get his wife pregnant. Right? Even sometimes, even that word, get pregnant, I'm beginning to rethink it, because I'm beginning to say wife got pregnant by, mother-in-law got pregnant by rather than get pregnant. It's not, it's a two-way thing. You understand? Unless somebody was forced, you say, okay, you understand, then the term is different. Okay, going back to what I'm saying. So it is not an arrestable offense. That was how I personally knew it's fake news. Or else they say he forced himself, there's no part of the news that said he forced himself. And then another thing, the pictures that are being shared, if you look at the pictures and they show two women, is it 4 women that are pregnant or 3? If it's 3, if you look at the pictures, you will see that it's 4 different pictures, 4 different women we are seeing in the pictures. And you know it's fake news. Sometimes a bit of common sense can prevent people from falling, for stories that are ridiculous. How is that even a thing? Like, to arrest somebody for? How? And the problem is, when people sit down and cook up these stories, let me tell you guys, unfortunately sometimes, for content creators, there is no story to cover. They want a big news. Ogbonge one. Yeah? The one will be saying go hot. So they can... So people are depending, so people are depending on this so-called blogging for food to eat. And they are waiting for breaking news. News is not breaking from anywhere. They want to break one. And they just cook it up. And they will get a lot of views or visit to their website, whatever way the story was started. Because I don't know how this one was started. They will do it for the views or whatever, so they can make money. They need to eat. Hunger there. There's hunger in the land. It happens. But the sad part is this. People don't realize when this kind of fake story is being shared, what picture does it paint of your people? Because it says Nigerian man in the UK. That's how the story is. Nigerian man in the UK. So this is you want to cook up story. You cook up a story that is so destructive or so damaging of the reputation of your people. We know that some people, unfortunately, we have some of our men that no matter what, it is their erection that determines their direction in life. Unfortunately. You understand? But if there's a story out there that comes out, we cannot address the story. I share stories about 1 or 2 things about politicians, what we don't like about our country, what we are not happy about about our country. But at least it happened for real. Then if our politicians not get bad name, our country not get bad name for corruption or whatever, it is actually authentically what is happening. But to cook up a story like this out of nowhere, it's absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Sit down and ask yourself, what will you achieve from this? And especially for consumers of these contents that are being created, sit down sometimes, apply wisdom and add 1 + 1 to help you know sometimes when stories don't make any sense. Some stories make absolutely no sense. So that is it. Basically, this video I used it to cover 2 fake stories that are going around. And this is how I feel about the stories. As always, whatever your opinions are, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. With that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.